Oakcrest High School hosted A Taste of Black History, an event highlighting African American culture for its influence on the past, present, and future.
What we're doing is basically educating our students, staff, and community about the richness of African American heritage, whether it's through dance, poetry, and we want to enlighten, we want to educate, we want to embrace African American heritage.
Some African American historical figures are common knowledge, like for example Harriet Tubman or George Washington Carver. But there are countless African Americans who have made huge contributions to America, but little to no one has heard of them. For example, Mary Van Brittan Brown, the first African American inventor of the first home security system in 1922.
We don't need a month. Black history is American history, and that should be taught in all schools from pre-K until high school or even college. So I think it's a lesson, or these are lessons that should be taught for our students.
I am doing Still I Rise. This one sort of depicts Black history. It talks about the struggles that an individual has been through, and regardless of what my past or her past looked like or my past looked like, you still rise. I started teaching to the youth in Pleasantville. I taught in Pleasantville, and then even at my church. And then I started to do it as a dramatization around Black History Month, because it was so meaningful to let them know that irregardless of your difficulties and your struggles in life, you can still rise. You can rise up out of your difficulties. You can rise up out of your depression. You can rise up and succeed. So this poem has a lot, compacted in those lines and those verses. Is powerful.
Powerful enough that students participating in the show did it to honor and celebrate African American culture through choreographed song and dance.
It's always great when we have something like this to work on it together as a team. They all work hard together, they inspire each other, and it's nice to see them come together as a group and work on something positive. Yeah, I think they'll be excited. They're performers, they love being on stage, they have a good time, and I think they'll shine.
Being of West African descent, it's good to see everyone, go ahead about their culture and just show out. I hope people just see how, we're more as just, African Americans. It comes from roots, It's just not 1 month, but it leaves an impact on them that this should be like an all-year feel and just a celebration, really.
Mr. Tinsley, our choir director, he talked a lot about the stories and the meanings behind the spirituals that we're singing. We're singing a number of spirituals from eras of slavery and all sorts of eras of Black history. And I really feel like I learned a lot about Black history just from this event.
Since it was a taste of Black history, we had to give them a true taste of the culture that we created. So we gave them spirituals, we gave them gospel music, we gave them step, we gave them drill, we gave them dance, or poetry, all by either African American artists, African American composers. The message was that we can do it too, honestly. And let's all learn, have a good heritage, and do it together.
From a dance team to the National Negro Anthem to 2 different choirs performing, it's hard to believe that we embrace Black excellence in only 1 month. Here at Oakcrest High School, I'm Isaiah Showell with SNJ Today.